The following program contains language and scenes that some viewers might find objectionable. Discretion in viewing is advised.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Truly Julie Experience, a show that covers topics in fashion, entertainment, and lifestyle. My name is Julianne Lee, and I'm the host for the show today. For this show, I will be speaking with international recording artist Ed Robinson. The video you saw right there before, If I Follow My Heart. And but before we start the show, I'm going to get into some house rules. First, if you have any comments or questions, I'm going to ask that you put it in the chat room for whatever platform you're watching on. If you're watching on Flex FM radio, or if you're watching on www.flexfm.online, which is a website. You can also drop me a line at trulyjulieexperience@gmail.com, and any questions that you have, I'll be sure to respond to you within 24 hours. Also, I'm going to ask that you like and share the episode, because you never know who may be able to get some helpful information from the show that you're going to see today. All right, so before I get into the conversation, I'm going to do a little bio on my guest. So Ed Robinson is a musical veteran and icon with a strong and deeply rooted musical background. He's a rare blend of entertainer, songwriter, music producer, and invigorating performer who has worked with some of the industry's well-known voices. His ability to seamlessly transition across multiple genres and other various parts of the industry makes him an exceptional person to work with, listen to, and watch perform. His first album was released in 1992, and ever since then it's been hit after hit after hit. Not only is he an excellent singer, but he also possesses the ability to draw in and keep his audiences fully engaged with his exceptional performance skills. With over 200 songs and 12 albums in the catalog, Robinson has emerged as one of the most highly sought after reggae artists in the industry. And he has carved out some time from his hectic schedule to be with us here today. So without further ado, Ed Robinson, welcome to the Truly Julie Experience. Thank you for being here.
Good thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm there. I'm
right.
duck and dodge.
Duck and dodge. So we're going to get started right into it. You know, first introductory type of question. Mm-hmm. How long you been doing this thing called music? How you get into it and why and all of that good stuff?
All right, let's put it this way, simple. June 14th of this year, we just passed, 43 years.
I was going to ask you how you remember the exact date.
You know why? Because the first time I ever get paid to do a concert, a show, in a place called Mountainside in St. Elizabeth.
Okay.
First time I ever get paid, $75. Big up Tony Bennett, saying.
Back in those days, that's enough money that.
Yeah, well, big up Miss Lana Bennett, which is protege mom.
Okay.
Saying I did a show that night with them on my birthday. That's the first time.
That's how you remember.
And I never looked back until today.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So was that the first time you entered into music?
No.
Or okay.
No, professionally, I start my career professionally that night.
Okay. 40 years.
That's when you start get paid.
Okay.
And $75 at that age, you know, make you go, me nah do nothing else for the rest of my life, you know.
So that's how you chose singing, or did singing choose you?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know who choose what. I mean, it's just something that I gravitated towards and love, you know.
Okay.
So, I think it chose me, yes, but I choose to continue with it.
Okay, okay.
You know, I choose to just continue with that thing and about to learn nothing else. I mean, I learn how to, because at first, going to high school, going to secondary school, I was an artist, a painter, draw,
Okay.
you know, all of them something, you know. And I was supposed to go to Jamaica School of Art.
Okay.
And then I went up there to see the whole thing. Then I hear the music thing going on. I went over to the music side, and it was a little bit too regimented for me. It does feel like with the boys club or the boys, what you call it, the army kind of thing.
Okay.
A little bit
boot camp kind of.
Yeah, too much rules. You know, too much rules.
And you don't like rules?
Not necessarily that I don't like rules, but I can't take instruction from people regimented style. You know what I mean?
Right.
We not really have the time for that. That's why we can't join gang and them so.
Oh, so that keeps you out of trouble? The fact that you know
Not
like
necessarily,
rules like
because we
that?
used to get in trouble by ourselves,
Okay.
by we lonely. You know, we do dirt
Right.
by we lonely, you know, so we don't really get involved in a
Okay.
one bag of man thing. You know, not time for
Oh,
that.
okay.
Nah.
All right. So if you weren't singing, you would be doing art. You would be doing.
I probably
art?
would doing art, yeah. I probably would doing paintings and all that stuff, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I didn't really learn to do anything else other than, you know, what your father teach you, you know, or what you'd have to do. Not really teach you. It's like some things you have to do because you know, say, back in our days, we get a thing named beating. you know
What, cane, belt, all them variations?
Anything. My mother beat me with a
stick.
pot one time. my mother take a pot, you know, the pot you're cooking with angle. I don't know if she just get the pot, because I've never seen a pot with an angle. You know, two little ears by the side, yeah. But I've never seen a pot with an angle.
That's
like
a beating pot.
Yeah, man, and she
Okay.
used it and whoop my man, because I mean, it's supposed to do certain thing, but, you know, I never do it. You know, so when I come home from school, I'm supposed to do it, and I never do it.
Okay.
So she put it out of the pot. Cause the first thing you can catch, you know what I mean? Pop. You know what I
Shoes
mean?
and everything.
Anything.
Anything you get beaten
Yeah,
for.
man. So,
Okay.
so that straighten up the kind of did keep me out of trouble, because I was never afraid of the cops. That's how funny it is. I didn't care.
You're afraid of your mother though?
But I'm afraid of my father. You
Oh,
know
your
what I mean?
father, okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
we down the street, like we up on the street and we little, you know, 1, 2, 3 crew, them and thing, and a man say, yo, police, a little lady would walk by and say, yo, the police, them don't listen to a young boy and watching herself and go like, I'm afraid of the police.
Your father come in.
But a bridging right past, but a bicycle and say, yo, your old man down the street that come up in the road, boy. Oh, God. Yeah, so we were way more scared of my father than I was scared of the cops.
authorities, than the cops.
Yeah, I paying
Okay.
attention to police.
So when you got that first payment for that first concert, what were you doing? Singing, playing an instrument? What were you doing?
Actually, I was playing drum. Yeah, I was a singer for the band. Yeah, I was one of the lead vocalists for the band. One off, you know, because there was about 3 lead vocalists in the band. The guitar player, I think the bass player was the lead vocal, and me, the drummer. You know, so we just share, because it was a band thing, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just share duties as lead singers.
Just trade it back and forth
Right.
when you're ready, depending on the song.
Yeah, but my thing was drums, and from there, so I continue that same band. We move on into what is known as the hotel scenes.
Oh, the circuit.
Yeah, the circuit.
Alright.
You
Yeah,
know,
man.
you know the circuit. When we move on to that, you know, we juggle between, you know, I have to say big up Miss Karen Smith, rest her soul,
Yeah.
you know, she just
Rest in
passed.
peace, yeah.
We move on to being a musician for all of these people, you know.
Okay.
The Miss Karen Smith, you know, the Mr. Clark, you know, and all that, and just everybody that was on the hotel circuit.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, okay, so you're doing all of that and the hotel circuit. So when you switch from hotel circuit to, when did you switch from doing hotel circuit to say, you know what, I need to start doing my own thing and
It's a serious story why I had to get out of there, but to be honest with you, but I don't even want to share that story.
Okay.
But I was
Shorten it. Leave out all the I guess incriminated parts.
Right. No, I mean, I couldn't at one stage at the hotel thing, you know, from breaking up with leaving a band to other bands where you get bigger pay, you know, and then you get to the band now which was like the highest paid band in the hotel circuit, the highest paid, you know. But then you start getting involved with people on some bridging level, because where we come from, we don't really keep bridging and friends like that. You know, we just associate. Then you start associate now with some people with alternative lifestyle. And because you don't get involved with it, you get kicked out. And once you get kicked out of them kind of band,
it's hard to get back into any other band.
No, you can get back in there because you know what you're doing and you're good at what you do. Because once I get in a band, I replace two people.
Oh, singer and drummer.
Exactly. Oh, I replace the lead vocalist, and I can replace the lead vocalist. I'm one of the singers,
right?
And I'm the drummer.
Okay.
You know, so my thing is always, once I get in a band,
security. You had security, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you know, so I can go in a band as a main vocal or go in as a drummer. But after that, no, I couldn't keep a job because the big boss that fired me from the big expensive band start making calls and things. So one of them kind of vibe there, you know what I mean? So I went to a band, I went to a hotel to play one night, and I did the gig 2 nights in a row, and the 3rd night them fire me. And you know, normally back in them days, you
fire you because?
Nothing. I don't do nothing. Just because me and this guy.
Association.
Right, okay, because I never associate with them kind of people. You know. But the trick is, back in them days, you're a part of what is called the Federation of Musicians, the Jamaica Federation of Musicians.
Okay.
So they actually should protect you.
So that's like a union kind of?
It's a union.
Okay.
It's a union, right?
That's still around?
I don't know. I think it's still around.
Okay.
I think, you know what? Karen Smith called me last year and invited me to rejoin because she realized I was a member for all of these years. Okay. So she was the head of it, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what really happened is when you go to a hotel and if they have to fire you for any reason, they have to give you either 2 weeks notice, or if you have to get fired right there, they give you 2 weeks pay. Right. So I will join this band for 2 days. These bands for 2 days. Even 4 days. But them just pay me 2 weeks, I get rid of me.
Oh, so you're making your living off getting fired.
Exactly.
Why are you smart? You're making your living off getting fired.
You know you'll get fired. So once you get to the band.
But you made it a living.
Exactly.
That's smart,
so put it this
man.
way, I probably was fired from about 9 hotels. From Aracabessa right down to St. Anne's Bay. I was fired from Silver Seas.
So weird.
Probably the worst band in the world. And I was fired from that band.
So when you get fired from all those bands, then is it that you're fired from the bands or fired from playing at those hotels? Because how did that affect you?
No, you get fired from the band and that hotel.
Oh.
You know, because the band them are resident bands, you know. They're not like playing anywhere. They just play at that hotel for 5 days a week or 6 days a week. Sometimes you only get 1 day off in these hotels.
Okay.
You know. So the only band that employ me and never listen to nobody because they don't listen to people at Jamaica is a Chinaman named Mr. Carl Young.
Okay.
You know, at Grove Music, which is now IRA FM.
Okay.
Right? That's the only man that ever really employed me. So once him employ me, I'm in that band for probably about a year or more.
Okay.
Until I was discovered at Dunge River Fall playing one night. Because he plays everywhere. He play at Dunge River and play at Mobile. So we're like a touring band on the North Coast.
Okay.
You know, we play a White River reggae bash, we play a White River, you know, the reggae thing. And we play up at Grove Music, you know. So we have like 5 gigs every week. So we like a touring band on the circuit. So what happened now is like I was playing at Dunge River Fall and a group named Native discovered me. And which is like they're they're like a Jamaican rock band, but it's strictly rock reggae, you know what I mean?
Rock.
Rock music.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
So that was when
that
was when I started becoming anybody that anybody knew now publicly, because we went to do a concert in Kingston where we opened for Shaka Khan.
Okay.
And I don't know if this lady was the keyboard player was a part of the whole reggae thing. I don't know if she was part of the hardcore thing. But the night right after I finished the show,
she fired
me.
Why? Is that one day you make it after getting fired?
After I finished. No, but you see, all of these things happen for a bigger reason, you know, because it's like the father show you, say, no, come out of the foolishness and go do your thing, man. Go do your thing.
Well, some people could either take it as, I'm not supposed to be doing this, or some people take it for, you know what, I need to be doing this for myself.
Put it this way, anything I do in my life, I have fun with it.
Including getting fired.
Including getting fired. You know what I mean? So because no matter what happened to me in life, I clown it. I have a dangerous car accident where somebody died. Right? And when I come out of the accident happened on a hotel campus in Rosal, on Wyndham. Where I drive from Sunsplash one night and the car turn over. And blah, 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 whatever happened. And me come out of the car and have 2 Stevie Wonder album in my hand. And I walk around the car and look for them. You know,
I know, I laugh at that.
I normally have fun with whatever tragedy, in the face of tragedy, I have fun with it. I can find the foolishness just to laugh at in the middle.
I mean, I know that's a life goes on, but I guess you found your way to make life go on with
You have 3 things in a life where you have to deal with. A must. You have birth, the dash there, and you have dead.
What you do in between with the dash?
What you have in between the dash there, so is the most important part. Because you go born and you go dead.
Definite. So what you do in between the dash?
In between that, so my girl, just have fun with it, man, and not make people
make
people tweak that, man. Anybody who tweak that for you, then that means you
them control you.
Exactly. You're either a fool or you're a criminal. You understand? Because once you're a criminal, people control you.
I'm getting some reasoning here, you know, today. So, okay, so you're doing that whole circuit thing, right? So, were you what? And I know you're in Florida, but were you one of the many reggae artists who did the what I call the Jamaica, New York, Florida circuit?
What do you mean, like reggae?
Where you start off in Jamaica, you head to New York, and then somehow you end up in Florida.
Nah. We do a thing a man to go be in Jamaica, set up shop a Mobile, start the recording studio thing. And then we get signed. We do the Sunsplash big show them there.
Right.
And then I got signed to MCA Records.
Okay.
And they're the one who deport me from Jamaica to California.
You from Jamaica? All right.
You know.
Oh, so you did it Jamaica, California,
I went off to California to do this
recording,
this record label thing.
Right.
And then from one record label to the next, then from dealing with 2 record labels, you realize that I don't have no time for deal with a third. So I just leave there and went to Las Vegas, where I start playing drums for AJ Brown, who's now the lead singer for Third World.
Okay.
I was his drummer for probably about 3-4 years. I played probably more, you know. And Dessa was the start of everything. That was the start of.
So when was that? Like around what?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember them. I'm not one of them date person. I can't tell you 1975. No, I can't tell you them something. I have no concept. I mean, literally.
You just live life. You don't know when whatever happened in life, but you don't.
Yeah. The things I love in life, I just go for.
Yeah.
The things I don't have any interest in, I don't even talk about.
Okay.
You understand?
That makes sense.
You know, the arguing and the disagreement and everything there. Do me a favor, there's 5 bedrooms in this house. Find one. But you're not staying another one. You understand? Me go around there with them foolishness there. I don't have a time for it. Because your problem is not mine. You know what I'm saying? No matter how close we are in our life, your problem is definitely not mine.
So your problem is your problem.
Exactly.
And it will stay your problem.
And it's going to stay my problem.
Okay.
And guess what? Every problem has a solution. It's just up to you to find it.
Figure it out.
Whenever. I can find it next year. I can find it next week. But I'm going to find a problem. Leave me alone with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to
That
find
makes
that
sense.
solution.
That makes sense.
Leave me
Because a
alone
lot of
with it.
times people don't take the time to figure out what it is they need to solve the problem.
One day you will figure it out. As long as I'm not, gonorrhea, you're all right. As long as I'm not disease.
Lord, give me strength today.
You're good.
Give me strength to finish this interview today.
I don't think they have a solution. So, put it this way. You have time for the foolishness in your life.
True,
You know
because
what I mean?
there's a lot of things you have to get done. So if you get, caught up with the
Why
foolishness.
why hang up with one foolishness and then you get distracted from some real progress in your life because you get distracted with one foolishness over yourself. And then everything else is right. Because I remember, them used to tell you as I would say, the daylight come right before the darkest part.
Yep.
So anytime you see that dark part that come, just know the daylight will come right after that.
Right.
So why sit and worry about that thing there? Run away from it, man, or walk away from it. If you have an issue with anybody and you can't walk away from it, what idiot? You think of them? You.
Alright, so you've been doing this thing for, 40 years, right?
43.
43 years. So you know what coming now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Engineer, let's put on song number 2, please.
Who?
Number 2. Number 2.
Number second here, engineer.
Number second. Okay. Not number 2, number second.
Take this badge off of me right now, 'cause I can't use it anymore, no. It's getting dark, too dark to see, and right now I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. So now I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Whoa, now I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, I said I gotta put my guns to the ground, yeah, 'cause I can't shoot them anymore.
Now that song there, Knocking on Heaven's Door, what I call a cult classic. Right up there so with think sounds like, to me at least, Purple Rain.
Oh God.
Billie Jean. Like One Love, Three Little Birds, that it's in that category of things where people will never forget that song. As a matter of fact, I think people attribute you as the original singer of that song.
I'm not. I'm definitely not the
No,
original.
but people, if people were to ask,
Yeah.
all right, they're going to give you $100, who was the first singer of that song?
Yeah.
Is you them going to say?
Yeah, well, that's true. What about people have been saying me? But no, that song is like, I think that song is older than me. I probably think it is older than me. But truth is, I heard that song for the first time in a movie. Right? It's a cowboy movie. One of them back in the day, something. You know how we are in Jamaica. We watch more cowboy movie than Jamaica.
And karate movie.
Karachi movie. No, Karachi, no, Karachi.
Karachi, yes,
Yeah.
yes, Karachi movie.
Yeah, but put it this way. Western movies have had so bigger influence on us as a culture that if you notice back in the days, probably about 70-80% of Jamaican artists name themselves after a cowboy character. If you really go back tonight and look at it, you know what I mean? all the way name myself off a cowboy character. That's why people thought Ed Robinson was, because Edward G. Robinson was a movie star.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my reason.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So when I hear that song for the first time, like the tune, like the whole vibe, because it's just acoustic guitar and the singer. I sing it. Mama, take this battle over me. You know, that's basically what you was hearing. But then,
Who was that? Was that Bob Dylan?
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
Okay.
But then a friend of mine, a virgin of mine who used to hang out on the beach, you know, big up Mr. Stanley Chin in a way that he brought it to me on a cassette. I don't know if you know what a cassette is. Right? You probably,
Why you so hard? I don't know.
You're probably too young to know what a cassette is.
Listen, I know what an 8-track is, okay? Yes, one of them. Anyway.
Alright, cool. Well, them bring it to me and say, yo, listen to the tune and play it. I'm going like, yeah, man, no, but you hear that tune already, man. You hear it now? Him say, yeah, we just keep it off a cowboy movie, a video thing. We need you to do it. And I was like, alright, cool. But my brethren will listen, you know, like anything him suggests, because he's musically inclined to.
Right.
I was like, alright, cool. So that night we was on the beach, Carnival Beach, big up Montego Bay for life. You know, we went back to the studio. At this point in my life, I have an 8-track studio in my house. You know?
A what?
8-track.
Okay.
This is an 8-track. If you look,
Yeah.
if you was watching that video, you see a big reel
Reel
to
to
reel.
reel.
Right, one of those. You know, so we went to the studio with about 2 or 3 musicians and we laid on a backing track for it, the idea for it. And everybody likes it. We played for people and everybody like it. And then a virgin, he sent it to a virgin at Tough Gang. You know, Mr. Ruel Thompson, big up yourself, same way too. He heard it and go like, alright, cool. I want to do this song. I want to put it out. Excited about it. Went to Grove Music up by Mr. Carl Young again. Remake the whole thing. Barry here, rest in peace, King Man. Boom, lay it out. Sing it. Do everything was supposed to be done. The keyboard thing, you know. Steve Stewart, big up yourself. Hate the record.
Who?
Me.
Why?
Hate the song. Hate it.
Wait. When did you hate it? You hate it now or you hate it when you were doing it?
After that, no, I love what it does, but but I can't stand the record.
You know, some people say you're ungrateful, you know.
But I'm not in boiled down too. Watch this now. This was a time when everybody and them granny was doing dance.
Okay.
In the middle of this epidemic dance. You know, the brethren dropped the song in the middle of all of this. I was like, because we had like 3 other songs, you know, that was geared for the time and the place. And he dropped Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's like, you're mad.
Well, you ever thought that maybe because everybody was just so into dancehall that the one different thing is going to be what break through them?
Mama, we are talking about back then, you know, have no time I think about the business aspect or I never reached to that
the
level
business,
in
okay.
my mind.
All right.
I'm thinking about the hype. I'm thinking about what's going on there now because, I mean, who are run the place? Jesus. I mean, I have to fit in with what's going on there if you want to hit the charts, I mean, you want to hit the radio station and all and things like that. Because that's what we're looking for as young youths.
Right.
We're looking for that, you know, major league hype there. One day if I unplug something, I think I probably unplug a mic, yeah. You know, we are looking for that major league hype there, you know.
Right.
We not look for, you know, where
strategy and
right.
But you should realize from that the whole business thing now, right?
Yeah, tell me.
Young people, young artists need to know the business part of music,
well, listen,
not just the music part of music.
I think that's one of the lessons that me personally have learned. To don't follow the noise of the marketplace.
Right.
At the end of the night is how much you sell.
Right.
How much fruit you buy. How
Right.
much food. How much product sell.
And hype don't necessarily sell. Hype is just hype.
Well, you couldn't tell we at them time.
All right.
Because we figured the trick was, and the catch of all of that was, the hyper you are is the more shows you get.
Oh.
You understand me? But we never know, say, most of them shows they not really pay. Most of them shows is you go up and big up yourself again. So you can be the biggest artist in the environment where we live, and you're the hype man, but you're broker than your grandmother.
So now that you've learned that you need to learn the business part of music, right? So since knocking on heaven's door, you've done like so many things. You've done producing, you've done music in different genres, right?
We was producing from back then, We was doing everything in the realm of music.
Okay, not just singing and playing. No, you were producing also.
We had the production, we had the drums, we had the keyboard, we had learn for play, like
for
guitar.
Yourself, but were you doing it for other people?
I was doing it for other people.
Okay.
I mean, because I've made so many popular records back then. I made records with Johnny Osborne. I made records with, the Leroy Gibbon. I mean, I've made record with all of these people. I made record with Ninja Man. Big record, quoting the melody and Ninja Man, call me. I made all those records.
Okay, so you're a big producer, a big singer, everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
all right.
we wasn't doing them things for the part as a business. We would do that for immediate pay. The guy who owned the label, who called himself the producer, come in and pay you for make these records and record them and mix them and give it to him, and then him go and you see him name and say, hey, my producer.
Okay, but you get paid one time for it, and you get paid over. Okay.
So we was making money off of that.
Okay.
So we never know that there's money afterwards. We never know nothing about the publishing.
About learning the business part of the music business.
Exactly.
All
Plus,
right.
I wasn't really paying attention to enough of them things. I was just so busy having fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't some things as young buck coming up, you really don't pay attention to, and that's why a lot of us end up eventually being broke, because they were thinking of this business name washed up,
Yeah.
After a while.
If you don't watch it.
Exactly.
If you don't keep what I call reinventing yourself.
Not even that, you have to keep pace. You really don't have to
pace.
reinvent yourself. You have to just keep the pace. Just watch the noise at the marketplace. Anytime the marketplace start getting so noisy, back up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just back up, because once you start getting noisy, people are going to eventually tune you out.
Right.
And you see it happen to most
Eventually.
of us. Yeah, you see it happen.
That's why you set yourself up so that you have money to keep you living.
Exactly.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, I know we're a little late, but we're going to go to a couple commercials, because, bills still have to get paid. Bills still have to get paid. So we're going to like 60 seconds and then come back.
Tell me about it. Pay the William.
The calendar may change on the wall, but nothing compares to timeless classics from Marshall Thompson and the Shy Lights. Here they are with I Just Wanna Hold You. Featured on their last LP to reach the Billboard 200, Bottoms Up, I Just Wanna Hold You tells of every man's desire to put his arms around the woman he loves. It's the perfect re-release for the Shy Lights' ultimate enshrinement into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Celebrate with I Just Wanna Hold You.
Vaccine, come for your vaccine. Now your back arching, the syringe gone in. Vaccine, I get a vaccine. Vaccine, I get a vaccine. Vaccine, come for your vaccine. Now your back arching, the syringe gone in. Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa, what a feeling. Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa.
All right, we're back for a second segment with Mr. Ed Robinson. Now, what we're going to start talk about in this second segment is, you know, the year 2020, I mean, the year 2020.
Yeah.
And on. Because the year 2020 was, I guess, for everybody, the year 2020 was, you know, something that's, why, different.
2020.
Different. So you get shut down, basically, no performing, no traveling, no nothing.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, so that's the only part of my life it affect. The live performance and the traveling. The traveling to the live performance. That's the only part of my life it really affect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people them get depressed because they couldn't do what them normally do. Some people, you know, had to, of course, unfortunately, lost jobs, you know, lost people, or had to go to work in this whole pandemic and, you know, not sure and thing like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of know you felt about the virus because y'all make a song about it that you can't play because I don't want Facebook to shut us down. But within that time when people feeling, you know, all this pressure and all this thing, you guys, you seem to, you know, turn stuff around and pivot, which I think you're used to pivoting.
You have to.
And this thing called, you know, Reggae Global Radio came about, right? Tell us a little bit about that entity.
All right. Well, Reggae Global Radio is really a joint venture between myself and Miss Joanna Marie. It was just a whole idea that, you know, we need to put something together in terms of, because, you know, she's a PR guru, so I think the PR part of it, you know. I am thinking getting these records played. I'm thinking, you know, getting these things on radio.
Right.
I think about the PR part of it. So that whole Reggae Global thing was I'm going to move all of that over to her strong point. I just get involved with the equipment part of it because I have equipment sitting around, you know, that I could use, and it was just sitting there.
Okay.
You know, I have
make something of it, right?
Yeah, I have computers sitting around that I could use, and it was just sitting there.
So was this something that was thought of before pandemic, or just since, you know, 2020 happened, it just came about and implemented within that time?
You know what? I'm not even sure when it was thought of, to be honest with you, but I know it's just one day just come up. I think she was thinking years before that about starting a radio station.
Okay.
You know, and I had a radio station in New York at the time.
Okay.
For some time, for a long time, really, probably about 9-10 years.
Okay.
You know. So I had experience with online radio station before. You know.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's still there, not gone away. It's still there.
Okay.
But, you know, I was just like something that I could have a little bit more control over, a little bit more hands-on with.
Okay, so I guess with her vision and wanting to do it for such a long time, and your experience in doing it, wanna get together and
Yeah, man, and we have geniuses like you know, Marlon Burrell and Kevin, you know. Kevin Stew. Call him Stew. You know.
And him Stew Pot.
Them man, technically, one is like the management.
Right.
You know, the boss with the, you know what I mean? Next one is like the technical head in terms of computer.
Like IT and stuff like that. Okay.
Bad man. You know, so those are the brethren now that is on board, you know, and they're not just workers, they're owners.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we just make sure that everybody is partners with.
Well, it's whatever you're doing is obviously working, because you just did what, a year?
1 year, we just celebrate our anniversary.
Okay, all right. So, you know, this is not a fly-by-night kind of thing. And it's so funny that you started it when a lot of businesses were failing. And a lot of business closed down. A lot of things closed down, and you guys start something that's...
Well, that's the really bad part of it, because this thing really affect people's personal lives.
Right.
You know, and it's hard to really find after I did Dirty Virus, you wonder what I after I did, because I did that song as a joke, because everybody think that.
Yeah, but I couldn't even play it because we don't want to get shut down during the show.
There was a clean version, though.
Oh, okay.
After I did that song, I mean, we all thought, everybody thought that this thing would just blow over in about a year.
Or less. Some people say like six
right,
months.
Probably.
Yeah.
Nobody think that it would have lasted for
this long.
And then research. And is researching again. So
different strains, different variants.
Right. So and then, the foolishness, the back and forth, because nobody discussed anything anymore. Everybody argue things now. It's like everybody around with our opinion now. Everybody around with, with things where they know not about or heard about. And
without doing proper research and all that.
So
hot-headed and everything.
Even if the thing are cool off or even if the thing are grow, they make it so miserable amongst them ourselves right now. We are making it so miserable that sometimes we don't even listen to nobody no more, because at this point you really can't listen to nobody no more. You have to just try and figure it out yourself. So them just leave it to the hands of all that we know for just to figure it out.
Right.
So on the other hand, me personally, me not really figure out nothing. Like me say, like we start out.
You just go through.
I just duck and dodge.
That is your motto, duck and dodge.
Just duck and dodge, so because it's something that I don't even talk about. I'll be honest with you. This is the first I ever even talk about.
Because actually, it's right. Because when I say what you talk about and think about is what
it's
keep
not
on
facts
going
anymore.
On,
it's
so,
all opinions now. Everybody have opinion in it, and once you come up with something, it's like you come up with it at your own detriment, because there's a million people that are going, you're not true, and a million over there are going to dog you down. So you just get popular for something unnecessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just get, boom, everybody know your name now. You have hit all big time news foolishness for something not really necessary.
True.
You don't want to be popular for foolishness. I tell you that it's going to backfire. It will backfire.
As it usually does. So, okay, so do you have a show on Reggae Global?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm on there Wednesdays and Thursdays. I've been absent now for probably a month or more.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've been doing a bunch of trying to finish that. So I really need the time to finish a bunch. I just finished, Ishka's album.
Right. Because I was going to get into, you're missing from radio, but you're not missing from doing stuff. So
just finished Ishka's album.
Right.
Just finished Teddy Greaves Jr. EP.
Right.
Just finish a big record for a little lady named Joanna Marie.
Okay.
Who I tear up the place. And as a matter of fact, just walk out of the studio last night where we did a big record. She don't even know that I did my part yet.
Okay, all right. All right.
She doesn't know that I did my part yet, but big duet coming out so and so.
All right.
But this new record right now is like, it is one of the most promising record. Like the record doesn't hit the street. I think it does hit the street yesterday.
What's the name of it?
Wait name again. I don't remember wait name. I don't remember true name, but it's just rocking the place. It's just rocking the place. To be your everything.
Okay, I just want to be your everything.
Yeah, man, that's true.
So you say it came out yesterday?
Yeah, just hit the road yesterday. We have a new distribution company now out of Denmark, I think. So we moving the product
internationally,
from,
not just local here.
Right.
Okay. Well, if I get in, you guys didn't do another EP where you had a song on it.
Oh yeah, that. I think that hasn't been released yet.
No?
I don't think it has been released yet. That's coming out next week.
Wait, the one with you had 3 on it, like Lee Kelly.
Oh, I'm not even. I'm not even sure I don't them song. I know we had a #1 record with Lee Kelly.
Okay, Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so we've been putting in the work, man.
Yeah, been doing a lot of things.
Yes,
Bedroom mood rhythm.
Bedroom mood rhythm. There you go.
Thank you, management. Wait, but hold on. There's actually a little clip I have from that one, Mr. Engineer. Song number 4. Yeah, so I mean, you've been doing so much you forget?
Well, no, trust me. I am one of them kind of people that once I finish working with a record, it's out of my head.
On to the next
out
thing.
of my head. Even the sounds then that I use on it get deleted off of my machine. You know what I mean? Because I don't reuse sounds. I head for new ones. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I love compliments to you and the way you love me makes me wonder where have you been all my life. Sometimes I wonder, is it for real or I'm a dreamer, or I'm just hypnotized, baby. The moment I laid my eyes on you, I just knew you were the one for me. Yeah, I'm so thankful.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so that was a little clip from All My Life, which is the Ed Robinson tune on the Bedroom Mood rhythm.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, so you do that. You've done Yishka's album, Teddy Greaves Jr. album,
Yep.
Joanna Marie, I Just Want to Be Your Everything.
Yep. Boom.
Then-
boom. Boom.
Next one is coming out, you don't know when?
I don't know when that's coming out.
Okay.
I'll probably next week, next 2 weeks. I'm not sure. You know.
Who is on that one?
Bunch of
Who's on?
people. Bunch of people.
You on that one?
I am on it.
Okay.
Who else is on it? Jesus. I can't even remember who is on it.
Only for people, right?
Liver people. I remember that I'm on it.
Oh, as you say, once you finish something, you just cut and go through
Yeah,
to the
man,
next one.
Next job. I don't reminisce on things, you know.
Okay.
Bunch of people.
So, what is it that you have not done that you still want to do in this world of music, entertainment?
Management. I would
Okay.
love to get involved with management, but I mean, on second thought, I probably shouldn't. Because I'm known as a dictator, you know, so I'm German blood.
Okay, management of artists, management of, okay.
Yeah, I
Artist
would love
management.
to. I would love to direct some artists into things. From my experience, there are things you do, and you really, really concentrate on doing, and there are things that you don't get involved with.
Okay.
There are things that you avoid, like your life depends on it, because it does, you know, and that's.
So why you second thought and say, boy, maybe you should not get into management?
Because not everybody going to listen to you, because you know, you see, the internet changed everything.
Right.
Nowadays, everybody think that you have to be an internet sensation to hit. You know, can be true, don't have to be true. Right? It's hard for you to tell a man that when him see him brethren a bust from that. It's hard for you to say to your artist, say, don't get involved with that something there.
Well, as I say, everything don't work for everybody.
Thank you.
So
But a lot of people don't
need to
know
realize
that.
that.
A lot of
Okay.
people don't know that.
Go back to the business of the industry that people have to
Exactly.
keep up with.
Because there's two things about this thing how we deal with near music, you know. You have the music business, you have music industry.
Right.
And the industry is the one that is rugged.
Right.
The business is cool. Business can be fun. The industry
Right.
is the one that you have to be. That's the one that can get caught up. Not just physically doing this thing
Right.
and burn you out.
How you
and
get yourself out there and how
it
you
get you caught
like
up
you-
mentally. You've seen it over. You've read about it. You've seen you've seen the documentaries on TV about the divas and the you've
Right.
seen it. It can get you caught up. That's the industry.
Right. Okay.
It catch up people. I mean, I've been around major superstar. I'm gonna go like, please don't ever make me. If it, one day
So how you
something
keep
I become-
yourself out of that?
By not talking to them.
Okay. Simple.
By not talking to them, just avoid them like the plagues. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Just not get involved in a conversation with them because you might end up. That's why you see so much people violently get involved.
Right.
Because sometimes some people say something make you feel like, what? Or what? You just say, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So the thing is, if you avoid them, just keep a smile on your face and just avoid them. Heal them up and go and where you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Yo,
okay.
rude boy, where go? You know what I mean? The other way. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's the best way, that, man.
Alright.
Just not get involved in them because these days when you get involved with people like that, you not only affect you affect your family members.
Yes.
You affect your brethren.
Because matter of fact, then we use a family members to teach you a lesson before it even hurt you.
Exactly. Them say you can't catch Quacky, you catch him shot because some people
Exactly.
are cowards, You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Them can't come face you, so them run go face the weak link.
Yeah.
That's why I normally call them goats. You ever see them people running and call people goat, like when them say the GOT. Like, we all know what goat does. We're from Jamaica. We know what goat does. A goat will rub on a fence until him find the weak part. Him just rub on the fence from here to 1 mile up the street.
Yeah.
And the minute him find the weak part, that's
That is
where
very
him broke
good.
down.
Okay. All right.
Time can't broke down the strong part.
Okay.
So him rub the fence
To get the
until
weak
him find
part.
the weak part.
Okay.
And so the man them so the quote unquote man them I don't know what it is, them a rub until him find the weak part.
All right. Words of wisdom on how to avoid getting caught up in this music industry, people. Just stick and move.
Like them say music is life.
Yeah.
So anything we say I go on in the music industry is what
Going on
I
in
go
real
on
life.
in a real life.
Yep.
Yes.
And music,
Because music is life. Music reflects
like, exactly.
what's going on in your society, in your culture. Music reflects all of that.
Right.
And sometimes you have to remember it flip. Life imitates
It's
art.
art. Right. Right. You're so true, so
if
true.
You can't remember that because a lot of things that we do or the way we dress is art.
Right.
We see it in a movie, we see it on commercial.
Right.
That's what they advertise to us. Oh,
So we can buy. and
this
buy
year
and
you're
buy.
wearing pink. Yeah, watch me wear pink this year, you dumb. You know what I mean?
Listen, Mr. Robinson, we can go on and on for another hour, but unfortunately, we don't have another hour. So before we leave, tell people how them can get in touch with you.
Oh God, EdRobinsonMusic.com, and every other link is from there. The Facebook, the Instagram,
website.
Yeah, everything. That's EdRobinsonOfficial.com. Watch me.
You see, you're official and you don't even.
Yeah,
come
watch
on,
me. I
man.
give out wrong information. Yeah, EdRobinsonOfficial.com.
Okay.
And every road leads from there to,
Okay.
right to
You see,
personal
it's
link,
official, Ed
our
Robinson
personal
official
phone number out there,
.com.
personal
Okay.
cell number out there.
Ed, thank you for spending time with us. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today's show.
Yeah, man.
Everybody, I want to see you back here next week, same time, 1 p.m. But stick and stay with us for the next show that's following us, which is the Caribbean Blend with Lisa L. Everybody have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
For real,
Thank you.
for real. And
All
thank
right,
you so
thank
much
you.
for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Excuse me, and let me count another stop, boy. We've come too far now for you to see we flop.
All this.
They were there when I got locked, making sure that my pocket's flat. Left me feeling like a lonely child, walking out on life. Boy, there was no sympathy. Nobody never
The calendar may change on the wall, but nothing compares to timeless classics from Marshall Thompson and the Shy Lights. Here they are with I Just Wanna